Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be going over some of my Sephora Vib sale recommendations. I believe the sale is still going to happen in April, probably towards the end of April. I don't think anything has changed in that regard. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and give you a bunch of recommendations. Of course, you have to take into consideration your style and what things that you would enjoy. I have several palettes that I'm going to talk about and a few face products as well. So if you want to hear what my Sephora Vib sale recommendations are, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll start with like face makeup since I have the most palettes to talk about. And we'll just kind of go from there. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to kind of move through it. One thing I do want to talk about also is I have different categories of things I want to talk about. So let's just knock them out one by one. First thing is perfume. I know the VIB sale is a really good time to pick up maybe a higher end perfume that you've been wanting or are unsure about. I really want the YSL Libre perfume, but I don't know if I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll do a VIB wishlist video. I think I will do that. So if you want to see that, then just let me know. But the perfume that I'm going to recommend, I probably have about 10 to 12 perfumes, but this is the one that I would recommend 100% without a question, and that is the Terry Mugler. I don't know exactly how you say her name, but it is the Alien perfume. This is what it looks like. I swear I get the most compliments whenever I wear this perfume, and this perfume lasts all day. Like at the end of the day, I can still smell it. I have other perfumes in my collection that they smell good initially for the first couple hours, but then by the end of the day, I really would have to like really smell closely to be able to tell if it's there, but not this one. I've actually had people recognize this on me before, like out in public, they'll compliment my perfume and they'll ask me if it's Alien. This perfume, hands down, my favorite. Absolutely love this, so I would definitely recommend that. Then we'll move on to tools. So for sure, I would recommend the Beauty Blender. I have tried other sponges. I tried the Morphe sponge and the Real Technique sponge, and to me personally, they are just not as good as the Beauty Blender. I know that it is crazy to spend $20 on a sponge, but the VIB sale is a great time to pick it up because you get it for a little bit of a discount. But I always go back to this sponge. I repurchase it time and time again. This is probably like my 6th Beauty Blender or something like that. Now, I probably do use them longer than what they would like recommend, but I don't use mine every single day, so I feel like as long as I keep them clean, I can kind of prolong the use. So definitely recommend this sponge. Obviously, I'm recommending these products. I feel like I don't have to say I highly recommend after everything, so sorry about that. And then I'm going to insert on the screen because I just don't feel like pulling them out, but I would also recommend the Dry Bar hair dryer. I got that as a gift a few years ago, and man, I love that hair dryer. I feel like I dry my hair so fast, which I do have finer hair and my hair does dry really fast anyway, but I just love that hair dryer, and I feel like it is so much better than any cheap hair dryer I had used before. I think I had some like cheap no-name hair dryer prior to that, and this one also I feel like is relatively quiet. I mean, it's not quiet, it's a hair dryer, but I feel like compared to some of the cheaper ones I had used in the past, I feel like it is more of a like toned down sound. Absolutely love it, highly recommend. And then the next hair product I would recommend is also the T3 Curling Wand Trio. I got that as a gift as well a couple years ago, and I absolutely love it. I love that you can change out the attachment, so you're kind of getting more tools in one person. Like essentially, you have 3 different attachments, and I believe they have other attachments that you can buy for it as well. It is a pricey system, but you're getting 3 attachments in the bundle. At least that's the one I have, and I just love it. I love doing my hair with it. It does it so quickly. There's different like heat settings that you can do, and you can adjust it to. And I just really love it, and if you're ever on the fence about it, I would recommend maybe picking it up during the sale to give it a try. So that is it for tools that I'm going to talk about. Then let's move on to face products. So if you've watched any recent videos, then you know I have raved about this. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I absolutely love this product. I think it is super hydrating, and it really is a nice primer for face makeup. Then I have the TATCHA Silk Canvas. I have not tried the liquid version that has come out recently, but this one, the regular old I guess you would call it like a cream. I don't know. It's like a, I don't know how you'd explain it. It's not liquid, but I guess it's like a, it's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know the words to use, but absolutely love this. I always use this in the T-zone. I use these two in conjunction, which I know is a pricey combination, but these are gonna last forever. You really only need a little bit of this, and you only need a little bit of this too, especially if you're only targeting it in the T-zone area, which is what I do. So definitely love those. Then as far as setting my makeup down, lately the only thing I've really been using is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation. This just sets the makeup down beautifully. It is pricey for what it is, but I think that it is beautiful, and I use it with my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and I feel like my skin, which is actually what I'm wearing now. Actually, no. I'm not wearing this right now. I'm wearing my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. But anyway, this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I can see myself hitting pan on it very soon. I feel like you don't get a ton of product. Let me see if it says. 0.31 ounces. I don't know if that's a lot or a little or not. Anyway, absolutely love it. If you were on the fence about this, then might as well pick it up during the VIB sale. Next, we have the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primer Water. This is, I don't use this as really a primer, nor do I use it as like a setting spray. What I do like to use this for is if like my makeup is starting to look a little bit heavy while applying, I will just spray this onto my beauty blender, and I have even done this with a sponge. Spray it on and kind of blend out any of the makeup that's starting to look cakey. So sometimes in the middle of me doing my makeup, I'll just spray my face, blend it out, and then continue on. I feel like there is something special about this, even though it is a primer water. It does something. I don't even know how to explain it. I will definitely be repurchasing this when I'm done. I have kind of pulled back on using it just because I'm trying to use some of my other setting spray type things, but highly recommend this. I think this is fantastic for taking away the cakiness if you start to get that, and it's just a really great product. Next, we have the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I did a first impressions demo with this product and the next one that I'm going to talk about, and I can't put this down. I absolutely love this. It blends out beautifully. It covers nicely. I am wearing it on my skin today, like under the eye, and to spot conceal. I just really love this. I think this is a fantastic product. If you want to see the demo, I will go ahead and link it below, just in case you want to see like kind of an in-depth view of this product. And also in that video is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. Seriously, this is the best tinted moisturizer I have ever used. This is the only thing I've been using ever since I picked it up, and I think it just looks so nice on the skin. The skin has such like a nice glow to it, even with setting it down with a powder, and it just blends out so nicely. I never feel like it looks heavy. So again, I will link the demo video with these two products down below, but highly recommend these two products. Next, we have the Pat McGrath Lip Gloss. This is the color Angelic. I have a few other shades as well in mini sizes. This gloss is hands down the best gloss. It doesn't feel too sticky. It's not too heavy. It's not goopy. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love it. Let me just put it on for the heck of it right now so you guys can see. Look at that. Look at that shine. And this color is, this shade is just beautiful. It has like these little purpley reflex, I'm not really, I guess they're like shifty, they're like holographic almost. And I just think this lip gloss formula is the best. I literally never reach for my other lip glosses because I always just gravitate towards this one. So I think any shade that you want to get, I don't think you will be upset by. Also from Pat McGrath, I would recommend her Luxe Trance lipsticks. Every time I wear these lipsticks, this is just one of the colors that I have. I do have 4. This is the shade Donatella. These lipsticks are pricey, so is the lip gloss. However, I feel like every time I've worn this, it is just so comfortable and looks amazing. So I would recommend, you know, during the sale would be a great time to pick it up. I actually got mine when she did like she was selling these for $10 on her website, so I picked up a couple shades. So It's great. I didn't pay full price for these, but I probably would, honestly. I mean, it is expensive for a lipstick, but I feel like they're just so comfortable. So the sale is a perfect time to try them out if you've been interested. Next, I have my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner. This is pretty much the only eyeliner I use at this point and the one I repurchase. I just feel like it goes on so nicely, so smoothly. It lasts, it's super black, and I have a couple other colors that I enjoy as well, but obviously I usually wear the black the most. And I have probably gone through like 2 or 3 of these at this point in my like recent, you know, years of using makeup. When I was younger, I never got like high-end makeup when I was younger. I always used drugstore, which you can find good eyeliners at the drugstore as well. I have a CoverGirl one that's really good, but for the purpose of this video and for Sephora, this is the eyeliner I would definitely recommend. It is a pencil, so you would have to sharpen it, but I actually prefer pencil over the twist-up ones. I don't know why, I just feel like, at least from the ones I've tried, there is a difference in when it comes to pencil versus the twist-up, so definitely enjoy this one. Then for a highlighter, I have the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter with the shades Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. I have used this highlighter a ton. This is actually the highlighter that really got me into highlighters. So it is really pretty, you know, and highlighter will last you forever, so I definitely think that this is worth the money. I believe these were actually on sale at Sephora as I'm filming this video. I think they're on sale. Maybe they'll still be on sale by the time the VIB sale happens. How many times can I say sale in like a 5-second span? But I highly recommend this. I think these show up beautifully on the skin, and I'm sure you can't go wrong with any of the shades, but these are the ones that I have. So, love that. Also in the realm of highlighters, I have the NARS Fort de France highlighter. I think this highlighter is beautiful. It really shows up on the skin. It's just a beautiful, beautiful shade, and I absolutely love NARS face products, at least the ones that I've tried. I am recommending all the ones that I have pretty much in this video, so let's stick on with the NARS theme. I would also recommend the NARS Laguna bronzer. This is like a cult classic from years ago, and I kind of jumped on the bandwagon super late with this one, but I think it is stunning. It goes on beautifully. It just is a great product, so I would recommend it. Then also for NARS, I would recommend the Orgasm blush. This is another cult favorite from before that I jumped on the bandwagon years late, but it is beautiful. I don't even really like blush, but this one I just love, and I feel like it gives a nice, like, pretty pinkiness to the skin, and it's a beautiful blush. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, like a kind of, not like a shimmer, but it does have like a sheen to it. So I really like this, and I think you guys would enjoy it too. Then for my last face product, we have the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantastic. I believe that you can still get this, or at least some version of the Omega Bronzer. I am wearing it on the skin today. I think it is beautiful. It blends nicely. I hadn't used it in a long time because I was using the Laguna, and like within the last the last month or two, I have been picking this one up every time just because it's just a beautiful bronzer. I really enjoy it. So I think you guys would enjoy it also. Now, moving into palettes. I am recommending a bunch of different palettes only because I feel like people have different tastes in what they like, and you might be looking for a certain type of palette. So that's why I kind of wanted to just recommend quite a few different ones. I love all of these palettes. I love using them. So I figured it would be appropriate to recommend a bunch in this video. So, first we'll do Natasha Denona. I have 2 Natasha Denona to recommend. The first one is on the more affordable side because it is a mini. This palette is the Mini Nude palette from Natasha Denona. I really, really enjoy this palette. You can put together a really quick, simple look with this, and if you were wanting to kind of dip your toes into Natasha Denona and not go for a full-blown big palette, I would recommend this. I think this is just beautiful. I get stunning looks with it. Her shimmers are amazing, so definitely would recommend this one. Then also from Natasha Denona, I would recommend the Natasha Denona Gold palette. As you'll see, this is a pretty loved palette for me. This shade in particular, it is a topper, but man, it is stunning and I love it. All of these shades blend out really nicely. The only thing I think I would say for this palette is I wish there was like a really light brown color, because a couple of these, like this one and this one, these two, they're a little bit similar. I feel like one of them could have been like a hair lighter, but overall I really just enjoy this palette. Her shimmers are phenomenal, and I think if you're into like the neutral gold tones, then you would really enjoy this. And I think I did pick this up during a Sephora Vib sale because it's $129 normally, so getting it on sale would definitely be good. Next, also, we'll knock out all the expensive ones right away. Then I have the Pat McGrath Mothership palette. Which one is this? I will try to find the name of this one and put it on the screen, but this is what it looks like. It is cooler toned eyeshadows. I do have a video using this palette on my channel. It is stunning. Her shimmers are amazing as well, and the mattes work beautifully. I really think, I really want to get the Bronze Seduction one of this because that is like the warm tones, but this palette is beautiful. It is expensive, so this is why, you know, it's a good time to try out those expensive brands. I was gifted this for Christmas one year, and I think it's just beautiful for a cool tone palette if you're looking for that. Alright, now we're coming back down to like just the high-end category. I would consider Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath more like the luxury category, so let's rein it in a little bit, but we'll move on to some normal stuff. So, as far as Tarte goes, I really enjoy the Tartelette Toasted palette. It is just another warm tone, like neutral palette. There's a glare, I'm sorry. But I really enjoy using this one. I can throw together like a super quick look. When I first got this, I honestly wasn't that like impressed with it at first. I feel like it was kind of I don't know. I do have a video using it on my channel, but now that I have used it more since that video, I will reach for this when I need just like a quick everyday look. The shades blend really nicely, and I just feel like it's a nice, you know, warm toned palette, I guess you could say. So like I said, I'm recommending a bunch of different palettes because I know people have brands that they do or do not want to buy from, or they have like color stories that they do or don't want, so that's why I'm recommending a bunch here. Next, we have the Urban Decay Naked 3. I don't know what it is about this palette, but I just really love it. It is like those soft pinky toned colors, and I just really enjoy this for when I want like a soft romantic look. It's a really nice palette. I wouldn't say that it is Urban Decay's like #1 formula. I think their newer naked palettes have improved, but I have no issues using this, and I think it is beautiful. The only thing I will say is that whenever I use the shimmer shades, I do wet my brush, which a lot of times with shimmer shades, that is what people do, but with this one, definitely you're gonna get the most payoff if you wet your brush with like Fix Plus or some kind of setting spray. Next, also in the naked realm, is the Urban Decay Naked Heat. I have like recently gotten a newfound love for this palette since I've used it a few times recently. I think the formula is beautiful. It is what is on my eyes today. I do have a video coming. I believe the video on this eye look is going to come after this one, so be on the lookout for that. But this is a beautiful palette. Again, it's warm tones. Now, you probably wouldn't really need both the Naked Heat and the Toasted. I know there was a lot of comparison between these two in the beginning since they are both like warm tones. I do think they have differences though, so if you wanted to have both, I mean, it wouldn't hurt, I guess. But this is just really beautiful, and I really am loving using it lately. Then we have the Urban Decay Naked Honey. As soon as I saw this, honestly, I was like in love. This is what I wish the Naked Reloaded palette would have been, and I'm glad they came out with this, but I just really love these honey golden neutral tones. Again, it's just like an everyday palette, but I am really impressed with the formula of this, and I really do love it, so I would recommend it. And I think it is just really pretty. And again, this is like what I wish the Naked Reloaded would have been, because I feel like this is not exactly the original Naked, but it's like a kind of like a revamp and a better version of it. Whereas the Naked Reloaded, I don't know, the Naked Reloaded just didn't really do it for me. This one definitely does though, and I really love it. Then a newer one in my collection is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2. I did do a video using this, and I just love it. I think the formula is just as good as her original latte. The colors are beautiful, the shimmers are beautiful. I can use them without wetting them. I think this palette is just stunning, and I really do love it. And while we're talking about this one, I'm gonna recommend the Latte palette. This palette is like hands down one of my top, this is probably like in my top 3 favorite palettes. The colors, the mattes, the shimmers, they all work amazingly. I would recommend, I think these two complement each other very well, and you can use them in conjunction, you can use them alone. I do have videos using both of these on my channel, so I'll go ahead and link those also in case you want to see them in action. But I think the quality of these palettes are just phenomenal, and definitely would recommend. I have actually gifted this one to someone in my life, and because I love it that much. I really just love it, so recommend these. And then the last two that I'm going to recommend, I'm recommending them together as well because I feel like they complement each other very well, and that is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini and the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions. Now, you can obviously buy one and you can still get looks with it, but the Smoke Sessions is more so just shimmers. There are 2 matte shades. There are 2 matte shades, but to me, you can't really get like a full complete look with just this, which is why I would recommend it with the Gemini palette, because you have all these beautiful like greeny tones and some like, you know, lighter, just neutral shades. I think both of these are excellent. They perform very well. I absolutely love their shimmer formula. I have actually made a little bit of a dent in this shade because I feel like these greeny tones, I feel like complement brown eyes really well. So I would definitely recommend these. So that is it for palettes. Now I will insert pictures on the screen of the skincare that I'm going to talk about. The first thing is the OLEHENRICKSON Glow 2.0 toner. I firmly believe that that toner is what has helped my skin clear up so much, because once I introduced that and the OLEHENRICKSON cleanser, I don't know the exact name, but again, I'll put it on the screen, my skin has just improved tremendously. I absolutely love both of those products, so I would definitely recommend. Then as far as a moisturizer, I would highly recommend the TATCHA Dewy Skin Cream. Now, I want to point out that it is a heavy, dewy skin cream, so I only use it at night. I usually use my Clinique one during the day, but it is super hydrating, and I feel like my skin is nice and hydrated in the morning, so I really do enjoy that one. It is a little bit pricier, but I like it, so I would recommend it to you. Then I would also recommend the Pharmacy cleanser. That is one that I use. It is just a very simple cleanser, but I feel like it just does a nice job, and it is one of those clean brands. I don't necessarily look for only clean makeup or beauty or skincare, but it is clean, so in case you do care about that, I do enjoy it. I actually pretty much have gone through my entire full size, and I have like a travel size one that I'm working through now. I'll probably repurchase it during the VIB sale since I do have enough to probably get me to that point, but I would definitely recommend that as well. Also from Pharmacy, I would recommend the Dewy Eye Cream. I think that's what it's called. Again, there'll be a picture here, but I really do enjoy it. I feel like a little goes a long way, and it has lasted me forever. Super hydrating. I feel like it does the job that an eye cream is supposed to do, which is add moisture to your under eye. Also, I quite enjoy the Pharmacy Mineral Defense Sunscreen. I believe that's what it's called. I hauled that on my channel, but I do want to say that you have to use the right amount. When I first started using it, I think I was using too much, and I wasn't a big fan of it, but now that I've gotten like the right amount down pat, which is about a nickel, like a dime to nickel amount, probably more so on the nickel side, and it really just goes onto the skin nicely. It doesn't feel heavy. I feel like it protects my skin, so I would recommend it. I think it's super nice. And now I think that is it for skincare as far as what I would recommend. So I know this was a lot of products in this video, but I figured I wanted to recommend a bunch of things just in case, because everybody has different preferences, so I wanted to include a lot of options of things that I would recommend. So anyway, that is it for this recommendation video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Let me know if there's anything that you recommend that I pick up during the VIB sale in the comments down below, or any of these things that you would recommend as well. Just, you know, let us know in the comments. I would love to read your recommendations and your thoughts. So anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!